Hi guys, so today I'm coming back with a quickish review on the Urban Decay Naked Heat eyeshadow palette that they recently brought out about a month ago. So I picked this up in Barcelona whilst I was on holiday because as of right now it still has not released in the UK in any department store. So I saw this in Sephora whilst I was in Barcelona and I was like, I've got to pick this up because I don't think we've even got a release date yet for the UK. So yeah, just really not sure when it's going to come out here, but I thought I would jump and quickly do a review on this eyeshadow palette. I know there's been like 1,000,001 reviews on this eyeshadow palette, but I just feel like I haven't really seen that many people who firstly haven't been sent the eyeshadow palette already, and secondly people who are deeper. I'm not going to be doing an eyeshadow tutorial on this eye palette because I've seen so many and I feel like the colours are quite the same and there's only a certain amount of looks that you can do with this eyeshadow palette without it just getting repetitive, and I feel like the colours are pretty simple, so you will be quite easily able to create a few looks with this eyeshadow palette. I picked this up for 51 euros, but naked palettes in the UK normally retail for around £39 to £40, I think, and I'm cutting that off Debenhams. I think that's how much the current naked palettes retail for. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. So it's full of loads of warm orangey plum kind of colours, lighter kind of colours, but one thing is apparent is that all the colours are warm and the eyeshadow is quite dark, which just makes it absolutely amazing for deeper skin tone. So I'm going to do a quick close-up of what the eyeshadows actually look like. So let's first talk about the packaging. I've got to say this is definitely the best packaging that Urban Decay has done. It feels really sturdy, not cheap at all. I feel like with the rest of the naked palettes, the packaging just hasn't been as sturdy as this. This definitely feels like your eyeshadows aren't going to smash so easily. And you also get a dual-ended brush, which to be fair I have not even used yet. The eyeshadow brushes, I've not heard too great things about the brushes, so I'm not really too bothered about that. I will eventually get onto using it, but I'm not too bothered about using it now. I'll show you the eyeshadow look that I have created. So I've got this palette on my eyes right now. Actual review of the formula of the eyeshadows. I don't generally like the formula of Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes. I have kept my Naked 1, but I gave away my Naked 2 and 3 because I just don't think they're very good eyeshadow palettes. But actually I'm pleasantly surprised with this eyeshadow palette. I definitely have to say, in terms of formula, this has definitely got to be the best eyeshadow formula out of all the naked palettes. I definitely believe that. The thing that I really like about this especially is that they have more matte eyeshadows than they do shimmers, which means you can just create so many looks and you can use this eyeshadow to make an array of looks. Whereas with the Naked 1, which I've kept, the majority of the colours are shimmer, so it's quite hard to do really good in-depth looks with them and go really deep using shimmers. I will definitely be using this eyeshadow palette in conjunction with my Naked 1 because I just feel like they're going to work so good. I love that they have a bunch of transitional colours. I use Low Blow in my transition, I use He Devil, I use Cayenne, I use Enfuego and Ashes in the crease just to create a deeper look. I use Ounce on my brow bone, so it's definitely a one-go eyeshadow palette. You do not need to pull out other eyeshadow palettes to accompany. You do not need to bring other eyeshadow palettes to accompany this eyeshadow, because you have your transition, you have your highlight, you have your deepen shades. The only thing that I would say is that they could have added a black, but I have black eyeshadows in other eyeshadow palettes, so I'm not too annoyed about that. But they could have added in a black or a very, very, very dark brownie plum, just because it would really help to create a smoky eye. I've got to say that the matte eyeshadow are extremely blendable, very highly pigmented. They're just absolutely amazing. Like I said, definitely the best formula. The mattes are incredible, so yeah, I love that about it. And the shimmers are also good, however they do create quite a bit of fallout, and that is one reason I got rid of my Naked 2 and Naked 3. Just, well, all of my Naked palettes have quite bad fallout. When you apply them, they fall onto the bottom of your eyes, and if you've already applied like your foundation and concealer, it can get quite annoying because it'll smudge underneath your eyes. And I find that the problem with fallout is more noticeable with the shimmer eyeshadows. So there's only 5 shimmers out of the 12 eyeshadows. I love the tones of the shimmers. They're really good colours to pop in the centre of your eyes, or to really brighten the eyes. And they do have quite good pigmentation. I'll just quickly swatch the shimmers for you, and it was literally one swatch for each one of them. Definitely, I've got to say that this is my favourite Naked eyeshadow palette. I know it's relatively expensive, like paying £40 just for an eyeshadow palette. It can, you know, it's kind of expensive, but I'd say that if you are an avid Naked palette, like you love the Naked palette, you love Urban Decay, or if you haven't had luck with the other Naked palettes, you've not enjoyed the formula, then I would definitely say give this one a try. If you love warm colours, and if you are deeper skinned, I would say this is like a must eyeshadow palette. I just absolutely love this palette, and I would 100% recommend this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.